better. Go this way. I wish I could see what it looks like. Let me see if I can look on my other phone. Let's see what it looks like. Mm. Okay, well, whatever. Maybe this works better. I don't know. You guys tell me. Okay. So I'm smoking out my bottom lash line using the Extreme Black. Oh, that won't too low. And I just want to do a little bit of smoke. Just on the outer corner. And then take some of the dark shade. Smoke it out a little more. Like that. Let me see. See, I like it better the other way. Let me see what I'm going to see what that looked like. Give me a second, you guys. I'm sorry. This is why I prefer to pre-film stuff, because then I already know what it's going to look like and stuff like that. Ooh, bright. My face does look wide. Oh, well. Okay. Hopefully this fixed it. Okay, so we're doing the same thing on the other side. Oh, Jeff, you're so sweet. That's why I love you. You're so sweet. That's why I love you. Trying to get my camera together, you guys. Got a lot of headspace right there. All right, so not too smoky, but still cute or whatever. There we go. Okay, lashes. That's it for the eyes. I'm not doing anything too dramatic today, and only slightly smoky. So I'm going to do lashes now, and that's going to take a while. That's going to take a minute. I think this is the most boring part of doing lives, is doing the lashes part. I mean, I guess I could just wear mascara, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm going to wear lashes. my lash glue together. Put it on the lash. And then put some of the lash glue on my eyeball. This eye is so sensitive. Eye is tearing up. And take the lash and bend it a little bit. I'm having a hot flash. I can feel it coming. Ooh, okay. Perimenopause is no joke, you guys. It is no joke. Eyes watering again. Cute! Even though I think it's hanging off my eye a little bit on the outer corner, but can't be perfect. Can't be perfect. Right, and then we do the other eye. Take the lash glue. Where's the lash? Oh, there it is. Okay. Take the lash glue. Put it on the lash. It's so dark outside, it's hard to tell what time it is. Yeah, I still got time. I've got time. Put some lash glue on the eye. Ew. Oh, I got lash glue on my lid. Ugh. Sorry guys, this is like the most boring part of my get ready with me is because it takes a minute for me to put my lashes on. And because this is my round eye, my lashes kind of like flare up a little bit on this eye, making my eye look bigger than my left eye. It's so frustrating. So I have to literally like scoop, like push my lash down all the way to the lash line in order for it to not like flip up like that. It's still a little flipped, but it's not as bad. I gotta go back in with some of the sparkly shades because the glue took some of it off. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the palette, the Sublime palette, once again from Pat McGrath. And going back in with that green shade, which is Blitz Emerald. And just running it along my lash line where the glue took it off. Because I'm not wearing a liner today. Just lashes. And they went on pretty easy today, too. I must confess, they went on pretty easy. Should have put my primer on while I was putting my lashes on. Now I'm going to have to wait for my primer to set. But, okay, primer. So let me just tell you the foundation I'm going in with. So it's the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector. And I got it in light medium. And it's supposed to have all these skincare ingredients. It's like 91% water. So I tried it yesterday with a hydrating primer. I used the Danessa Myricks Moisture Balm. And my skin looks so textured. So today, I'm going to go in with my one size oil sucker like I always do on my nose. But I'm not going to put any kind of primer besides my moisturizer that I already put on, like my skincare. I'm not going to put any kind of like extra primer on my face, and we're going to see how it works out, because it was looking hella textured yesterday, and I'm not used to that. I mean, I do have textured skin, but I wear blurring and mattifying products to diminish the texture, so it looks smooth and airbrushed. So if this doesn't work today, I'm probably going to have to return it. But we'll see. All right, using the one size on my nose, because my nose eats makeup and this prevents that from happening. And I'm also going to do some color correcting today too. Well, I do color correcting every time I do my makeup. But usually I don't show you, so today I'm going to show you. Alright, nose is primed. Once again, that was the One Size Oil Sucker. What was I trying to do? I just lost my train of thought. One of the YouTubers I follow, Tiago, is live right now, and I kind of want to watch it, but I'm in the middle of my own live, so I think I'm just gonna watch the playback. Okay. What did I just do? Oh, I'm doing color correction. So we're gonna do them right here, and right here, and right here, and right here. And take a brush. And color correct around my mustache area. Oh, and this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Peach. That's what I'm using to color correct. It's pigmented and thick, but once you blend it out, it doesn't make your skin look textured or anything, but it definitely gets rid of the hyperpigmentation and shadow that hair gives. I have these acne scars right here, so just put it on like this. Like that. And then I'm going to start underpainting. But before I do that, I'm just going to pop into Tiago's live stream and like say hi. So I'm just going to show you. This is Tiago. He's live right now too. We can't see him because he's bent over, but there he is. I'm literally obsessed with his makeup style. I'm literally obsessed with his makeup style. Literally obsessed. Anyway, okay, where was I at? I am going to start underpainting. So I'm using the SheGlam Contour Stick in Earthly Sepia. And blend it out. I'm going to go for a rounded look today. Or maybe, actually, no, I'm going to go for that masculine contour. like I always do. I think it just looks better on my face. Brought this down a little too low. And I underpaint so I don't have to use a lot of foundation when I get to that part. Contour away this double chin. Once again, that's the Chic Lamb Contour Stick in Earthy Sepia. It's a little difficult to blend out today because I didn't put on a primer. But it still blends pretty good. You just have to put in a little bit more effort if you have dry skin with no primer on. Right, and then I'm going to contour my nose. With that same stick. And then blend it out with a brush. Now this is just the way I do my makeup. I am not a professional makeup artist. Personally, I don't think there is a right or wrong way to do makeup. It's just whatever your preferences on how you want the outcome to be. My goal is to look symmetrical because my face is very asymmetrical. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like this part of my face is like slimmer than this part of my face. So my goal is to make my face look like symmetrical. And this, it's like on this part of my face is just overall rounder. Like this is my round eye as well. While this part of my face is more almond shaped and like pulled back. So my goal is symmetry. But I still want to look like myself. I just want to look like a more symmetrical, better version of myself with a smaller nose. Because I do be contouring the hell out of my nose. I do that. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with, what is this? Concealer. Natasha Denona concealer. Go right here. Right here, this is the High Glam Concealer in N4. Get my concealer brush. And take it up the side of my nose so my nose looks slimmer. I don't want to bring it too high under my eye because I don't want it to take away from the smokiness. And I just put a little concealer on initially because I'm going to go over it with foundation anyway, and that's just going to add more coverage. So the less product, the better. And I'm 40, so my skin is not as able to handle a lot of makeup as it used to be. I don't want to say I have mature skin because literally I just turned 40. But I guess like in biology terms, I have mature skin. Because it definitely is a lot drier than it ever was when I was younger. And not able to handle as much makeup. And your girl loves makeup, you know? Your girl loves a beat. Loves the beat. Okay. I'm going to use that same concealer. And try to get my face to look slim on this side. Because like I said, this side of my face is slimmer than this side of my face. So I aim for symmetry. And if you want to see how I did these eyes, I did it in another live. Like I did 2 lives because my first live, like my face looked really wide because I'm using a fold phone and I had my phone all the way open. So my face looked like really spread out. But that's where I did the eye look. I used the Pat McGrath Sublime palette. So if you want to see how I got the eyes, that's in a different live than the one I'm doing right now. But I'll see if, like, before I upload it, I'll see if I can, like, edit them together to make one video. All right. Let's do a little bit. And just do a little bit more contour right here. Do you see how, with the makeup, I made this side of my face look just as slim as the left side of my face? So I won't do nearly as much highlighting on this side because I don't want it to look bigger. But I also don't want to contour it too much because I don't want it to look slimmer, because then I'll still have the same problem where one side of my face is bigger than the other side of my face. So, but I love makeup because you can totally change your facial structure with just a little bit of highlight and contour. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I put my highlight a little lower on this side. And I don't want it to be too snapped, because then once again, one side of my face will look more carved than the other side. So you can see the obvious difference here. Like this side, it looks higher than this side, but once I put my foundation and stuff on, it won't be so obvious. There we go. Lovely. Okay, and then I'm going to put the concealer right here as well. And down the center of my nose. So like I said in my, well, you wouldn't have known if you're watching this live, but what I said earlier in this look is I'm going to try to go live more often. Like I think I'm going to go live tomorrow morning too when I wake up. Just because I need to get back in the algorithm. I haven't been doing my due diligence to keep my videos being viewed, because if you don't upload or do lives very often, like YouTube kind of like puts you in this category where they don't disperse your content once you're back to making content. So I gotta push out as much content as possible so YouTube knows that I'm no longer a dormant channel. I have to sneeze. I feel it. I feel it. Anyway, do you see how small my nose looks? I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay. Just blend this a little more. A little more. I love how little my nose looks. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now I'm going to do cheeks. Do I want to do cream cheeks? No, I think I'm just going to do powder blush and move on to foundation right now. So like I said earlier, the foundation I'm going to be using is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector foundation. And it comes out like a, and this is in light medium, and it comes out like this, like really watery, like kind of clear with little balls in it. And then what am I trying to say? Then you blend it. And that's where the pigment comes from. It's still very watery, but my skin is dry and I don't have a primer on, so my skin should just like absorb all that moisture and look nice and plump. So that's what I'm going to do. Now yesterday I used a flat brush for this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that again. I might just use my regular foundation brush that I always use. Does it want this one? It's like a kitten paw brush. So, and I usually like dot the foundation on my face. I'm literally just going to take it on the brush and go at it. And yesterday was a very, very dewy effect, which I'm not a big fan of dewy because, like I said, I have textured skin, mainly around here, like the beard area. So I don't want too much emphasis on that part of my face. And this gives it very light coverage, but that's not really going to matter to me because I underpainted. So it's not like it's just foundation on bare skin. I already have contour and highlight on. So now I'm just filling in the spaces where those two things meet. And blending. I forgot to contour my lips. I always forget that. So I'm trying to avoid like this area right here and going above and below it. Using patting motions like I normally do. And this is light enough to where it's not going to completely ruin my contour. I'm going to take it down the neck. I have a hair, I'm not sure it's attached. So this is one side of my face with the foundation, concealer, and contour. Once again, I'm using the CoverGirl foundation for this look. Like I said before, I usually use matte foundations, but I want to try something new because sometimes I get bored of the same old shit. So I want to see if I can use something different and something hydrating because I do have dry skin. And this has skincare ingredients in it. So, yeah. The more skincare and hydration for me, the better. Because I don't break out from too much niacinamide or anything. Which you can. You can break out from too much niacinamide. I'm just blessed that I don't, because that would suck. Because niacinamide is literally in everything right now. I don't think you can pick up like a foundation product or a complexion product that doesn't have niacinamide in it. Unless it's like an old school product. No, I think even like MAC foundations, because they reformulated, I think they even have niacinamide and stuff in them right now. So if you are sensitive to niacinamide, just know you should check your ingredients list for your foundations. Because it's in everything now. It's in everything. Okay, so taking that foundation. And I'm just taking my time here because I have a lot of time to get ready. So I could be doing, and I'm talking too. So I could literally do this in like 30 minutes, maybe 40. I just want to take my time because I enjoy the process. I enjoy the process of getting ready. So I'm definitely not looking as dewy as I did yesterday because I'm not using as much, but it's still textured. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So maybe it's not as textured as yesterday, but it's not as smooth as I like it. But like, once again, I never use hydrating foundations. I always choose matte because I have textured skin. Now, a good hydrating foundation, well, mildly hydrating, is the Natasha Denona foundation. That stuff is bomb. It's also very expensive. So I have it, but I try not to like use it every day because I don't want to have to rebuy it. But then that kind of defeats the point of having it, I know. But I don't use it every day. But I use it a majority of the time. That's my favorite foundation, and the Urban Decay what is that, Face Bond? That's another one of my favorite foundations. I use that one usually during the warm months rather than in winter because it is matte. But yeah, the Natasha Denona High Glam foundation is like my favorite because it's like that perfect balance of being hydrating but also being blurring enough so if you have textured skin, you don't have to worry about it like pronouncing your texture. All right, so now it's time to blend out the nose. So yesterday I had a hard time blending out my nose because this did not want to stick. But let's see what it does today. And I'm not putting a lot on because, like I said earlier, the only place that I need coverage is like down here where all my spots are. I'm just putting a light layer on so you can still see that highlight down the center. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Not as textured as yesterday. So that's good. Maybe this is one of those foundations where you have to shave your face for it. Because I do have peach fuzz. I have a lot of peach fuzz. And the older I get, the more it turns into like a beard rather than peach fuzz. So maybe tomorrow I'll shave my face and see how it goes on. But if you're looking for something that has coverage, this CoverGirl one is not it. I have a hair in my eyelash. Yeah, this CoverGirl foundation is not it. But if you don't need a lot of coverage, but you want the hydration, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit more brightness under my eye. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in white. And I literally just go like that. And I keep it close to the center of my face because I want my face to go in like this rather than like be spread out. So I'm just using my same concealer brush. And this is not for coverage, this is just for brightness. And I don't believe in any concealer being creaseless if you have creases in your eyes. And I have fine lines, so my goal when it comes to choosing a concealer is to find something that doesn't like emphasize my creases. Which is why I like I like a more hydrating concealer. So I use the Natasha Denona one. That's like my favorite. But I also like LA Girl Pro Conceal as like a regular concealer as well. But just today I'm using it as a brightener. But do you see how that like brightened my face more? Also going to put some right here. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. I want my cheek to be more snatched. And how I like to do my makeup is put on thin layers and then like slowly add if I need more coverage. I used to like super high coverage foundation and super high coverage concealer, but the older I got, the less my skin could take it, and it started making me look older, and that is never the goal. That is never the goal. Okay, going in with a powder. This one is from Glamlite. I have so many powders, but this one right now is my current go-to. I have another Glamlite powder in pink, which I think yet tomorrow I'm going to do like a pink look, and we can have like really blushy cheeks and pink under eyes. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. I need a powder puff. Oops. Oh no! Everything's falling! What did I do? There it is. Okay. Guys, why is this so complicated? And when I muted myself. There we go. Okay. So patting out the creases. Going in with my powder puff. Let me get this foundation off my hand. Going in with my powder puff. Oh my God. It all fell. Okay, hold on. Oh my God. This is another reason I don't like going live, because stuff be falling. Crazy. What it fell on the floor? I don't know what fell on the floor. Oh, my concealer fell on the floor. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I am not a professional. I do not have a professional setup. I literally have 2 boxes stacked on top of one another with my phone on one of them. Oh, I don't like how angled up it is. It's just going to fall if I keep doing that. Okay. I'm just going to have a lot of headspace. Okay, what was I doing? Right. So powder. Tap it off on the back of your hand. And I like to start by my nose. And then move up. So I have the least amount of product directly under my eye. And this is not for brightening, this is for setting. I will be going in with a brightening powder after I set. Okay, so same with the other eye. And put it off on the back of your hand. And this just sets everything. And I don't need a lot of powder because I don't put a lot of product under my eye. And having a smoky eye look kind of like helps hide my creases and stuff. So I'm going to go back in with that powder again. Getting rid of texture around my mouth. And then going in where my smile lines are. And setting my chin. Need more powder. And really setting those smile lines because that's where I tend to crack. Sorry if you can hear the wind howling. My window is open and it's a very windy day. So let me go right here, right here. And I put too much powder on, so we're going to dust that off. And then tap that powder off on the back of my hand again. And go on my nose to set my nose. Once again, this is just, I'm taking my time here. Like, this process does not take more than an hour. I'm taking my time because I don't got nowhere to be right now. I'm taking my time. All right, and then dusting it off like this. I think tomorrow when I do my live, I'm going to use my other phone. Or maybe I'll just turn this phone the other way and just close it because it's a fold phone. I'll just close it tomorrow. Okay. Oh, I forgot to set my highlight on my cheekies. Okay. I have so much powder on my black shirt. All right, next I'm going to go in with contour, and I'm going to use the Dark Renaissance palette for that, and the shade Morbid Lisa, my favorite contouring powder. So just going right over where my cream contour was. Flip the brush over and soften it a little bit. This is really bothering me how much headspace I have. Hold on a second. I guess there's no way to get around it. Oh, you can see how much powder I have. Maybe that's a little better. I don't know. You guys let me know. And then going in with Morbid Lisa again. I'm just going over where I already have the cream contour. Taking the brush and blending it out. And I contour this side of my face more, like I said before, because of how round it is compared to this side. All right, and then take the contour on my jawline. What time is it? I do have to hurry up a little bit. It's 11. I have to be somewhere by 12:30. And I haven't eaten lunch yet. But now do you see how, like, even my face looks? As opposed to when I first started. It's the magic of makeup, baby. It's the magic of makeup. Okay, and then I take a brush. Here it is. I take a brush and do my nose using that same Morbid Lisa shade. I'm just going down where that contour is, or the cream contour was. Oh, that teeny itty bitty little nose. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Palladio palette, and I'm going to take the lightest shade right here. Put a little bit of that and try to scrape as much white powder out of this palette as possible. And put it right here. Do the same thing for the other side. As much white powder out of here as possible. Okay, and then taking a brush with a little bit of white to go down the center of the nose. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. Just a little bit. I think I'm going to use an Hourglass bronzer, actually. I'm going to use an Hourglass bronzer. I'm going to use this one right here. Just go all on here. And try to warm up the face a little bit. Okay. All right, and then I want to do blush. I don't think I want to do blush. I think I'm going to go back in with my Sublime palette and re-intensify this smoke right here just a little bit. I should take a little bit of that white powder right here. I'm just going back and forth trying to shape the face to how I want it to be. All right, and then I'm going in with a finishing powder. This is from Wet n Wild. It's the Bare Focused finishing powder. This is in light medium. And I'm going to use this to blend everything. And set anything that I might have forgotten to set. I think I do want blush. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I want it. I'm going in with the Juvia's Place blush. Not that one. I need a light pink. I need a light pink. We're going to go in with this one right here from Juvia's Place. Just do a really... It's a really light pink right here. Super cute. I'm gonna go back in with that brush with the powder on it. Blush up here. Okay, now it's time to spray the face. So I'm going to use my, don't want to hide, no, I'm just going to use this spray. This is the One Size spray. I'm going to use this to spray the face. This is my favorite setting spray of all time. Absolutely love it. Okay, lips. So lips, we're going to do a palish pink. Pale pinky nude. Oh, it's making me want to sneeze. Okay, where's the cap? What did you do with the cap? The fuck? Oh, here it is. Alright, so let me see what I'm going to do for the... Oh, what is this? What happened? I have a demarcation line right here. What the... What just happened? Okay, hold on. There's a crack in my armor. And I'm not sure why. Come on. There you go, that's better. I don't know what's on this side and not on... You see that? That line right there? I don't know why it's on that side. Not on the other side. I'm not sure what's going on. Whatever. It'll be fine. Okay, what was I at? We were doing lipstick. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do... yeah, we're going to do this one. This is like a peachy nude. Where is this even from? This is a L'Oreal lipstick. We're going to do this one. And I'm going to use Cork from MAC as my lip liner. I usually use Chestnut, but I think that's going to be too dark for what I'm going for today. Oh, that was really bothering me right there. Hold on. Maybe I can spray my brush and try to like tap it away or something. Because this is a demarcation line where my primer ends and the rest of my face begins. I don't know. This has never happened before. I don't know why that is happening. I think I got it. All right. Okay, almost done. So what did I say I was doing? All right, Cork. I haven't gotten my lips filled in a second, so I'm gonna have to overdraw a bit. The pencil is kind of crumbly. And I'm gonna fill the lip in so the lipstick has more lasting power. Why is this so crumbly? Kind of piece of skin. My lips are dry. Okay, well, whatever. It's gonna stay there. So I'm using a brush to blend out the lip liner. And then going in with the lipstick from L'Oreal. A nice shade. I like to build up my lipstick. I don't like to put it all on at once. That piece of skin is really going to bother me. I'm going to have to get rid of it after this live. Cute. Okay, I'm going to go in with some All Nighter Ultra Glow because honestly, I think I'm a little too matte. So just a little bit. Okay. And I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I straightened my hair this morning. It kind of has a bend in it because of the clips. If you're curious about where I got this wig from, I made it myself using blonde bundles from her hair company. And I've had this for a couple of weeks, and it's the hair is pretty good. The hair is pretty good. Okay. Okay, well, I think I'm done. Oh, let me tightline real quick. Let me do that. Who this is? Oh, this eye is, oh, ends it out. Okay. I'm just tightlining so when I look up you can't see that fleshy part under my eye or under my top lid. Okay. So we done. This is the look. This is the look. It is very, very structured. I am very, very contoured. But I love it. Okay, I have to go eat lunch now. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be live tomorrow, probably around 9 or 10, I think. And we're going to do pink tomorrow. So if you like this live, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.